So maybe a week or two goes by. Of course, they're still talking and communicating, and they had made plans to hang out, and it got skipped or missed over, or I don't know, something came up. I don't know. Um then August 2nd, he called Rue, and they were chatting and talking. Um and he was like, they were on FaceTime. Um I think she said that she took a screenshot by accident. I don't know if you anything. Me and my friends, we old. So sometimes we do stuff like that. Take screenshots by accident. So she took a screenshot by accident while they were on the phone this particular day. They were on the phone just laughing and joking or whatever. And he was like, download Monopoly Go on your phone so we could play together. So she downloaded the app while he was on the phone, and I believe she was at work, so the phone call could only be but so long because she couldn't step away from her work for that long. So they chatted and they said their, their sweet nothings. I don't know. Download Monopoly Go. They was going to play or whatever. I guess. I don't know. But that was the last time she talked to Jason. They were supposed to make plans for the following day. She called Jason. He didn't answer the phone. She called him again. He didn't answer the phone. I'm not sure if she called the same phone a third time or if she called the other phone, but either way, he didn't answer the phone. And at this point, she's frustrated because she like, we made plans the last time and it fell through. Then we make plans again and they falling through. Like, what's up? But whatever. She carried on with her evening. She got a phone call from a friend of hers with some torturous, very horrible news that Jason had been murdered. And that shook Rue whole world up. Right? Like, what? How? She did details. She ended up going to the hospital where she was told he was at, and it was like a little bit of people outside, and then she's like, I can't go in here and ask to see him or ask anything about him. Like, I'm not his wife. I'm not his family. She was like, I'm nobody. Like, she just was outside in the car crying. And then she went to drop out his house because that's where it happened at, his home. And it wasn't a pleasant scene. It was very traumatic. Police was still out there. It might have been still tape out there, but they were just towing his car. That was somehow a part of the investigation, but that was the assumption at the time. So it was a very hard day. August 3rd. Very sad day. Very very much a changing. Yeah, that changes a person when you lose someone that's close to you, that you're intimate with, that you have a certain type of relationship with. It's not, especially so suddenly and so violently, that inspired you or impacted you in your life in a certain way, especially for like a man and a woman's relationship, like someone who offered you some type of security or protection in that sense. Trauma. And she felt so deeply sad for his family and his loved ones. Yeah. Forever changed. And Rue had a lot of boundaries in that relationship. And it was a lot. And it was over a long period of time. That was 4 years of you being on again, off again with some man. So it was a lot to heal from. It was a lot to work through, unpack. It was a hard time. And then to be dealing with that type of incident triggered, the opening of old wounds. So Rue was doing a lot of praying, a lot of talking to God. She had friends and family surrounding her, helping her, being there for her. And it was so beautiful. But she knew she needed God. She needed God. And she didn't want to do it without God. So what would be her resolution here? Like, what would be the solution to this? What would be the, like, what is to come of this? Something has to come of this. This can't be it. Although she wasn't set on the idea of being with him for life, it was still like something that she would have entertained. She would have done it if that's what they were going to do. She would have made an attempt. She loved him very much. And now that whole possibility, the potential for his life, let alone something that they could have shared. Like, she was devastated, to say the least. And she's really down. Probably depressed. Yeah. And I'm telling this story, so I'm speeding through a lot of things. Like the time frames, it seems like I'm jumping from day to day, but that's not how fast that stuff happens. So a couple months go by after his passing. And she's on the phone with her friend. This particular friend is a guy friend. So we'll call this friend Clarence. So Clarence is talking to her about a friend of his, and he just saying, oh, I have this friend, he's dealing with this, da-da-da-da-da. But Rue was like, in one ear, right out the other, kind of sort of like, what you talking to me about some man for? But okay. She just was like, oh, Clarence is being expressive about something that he's dealing with his friends or whatever. And it was nice to be able to talk to other people about other things, where you can kind of like get out of your own situation, your own head, whatever. Boom. She don't really think nothing of it. Maybe another couple weeks go by. He talking about this friend again. Boom. Another week or so go by. Clarence goes, Rue, don't you like guys with dreads or something like that? And she like, what? Like, yeah, but why are you talking about that right now? And you got somebody else in the car with you